Okay, let's try this. How's this? Do you have me now? Kitty is with me. All right. Take 4. I'm trying different equipment now, Kitty. So we'll see if this works. I switched technology platforms. Well, it looks like you can hear me and see me, so that's a good sign. Although I have completely switched technology. Chris is with us. I'm getting new viewers. This is good. Right? I don't know what happened to my old viewers, but I'm getting new viewers. I think other people have given up on me. Sage hasn't given up on me. That's good. Yes, I've switched platforms here. I don't know what the heck's going on with our internet here. We do have storms coming through the area tonight, but I thought it was fairly quiet for the moment. But this is part of country living. But we have old school technology, so now I'm back on my phone, which is usually the side view. Thanks, Sage. I appreciate all my loyal viewers here tonight. Putting up with all the technology issues. If only I had a production crew here tonight. Let's see here. Once again, thank you, Adele. Yeah, this is a weird night for technology issues, but I'm glad to have everybody back with me. And with the show here tonight. So we can finish up. I know it's getting late here. Yeah, it's almost 9. Yeah, well, at some point we will do a whole behind-the-scenes video of what we go through here. And how we hook up everything to make this show work. But this is old school. This is the way I did it when you saw the staircase. So back in the early days, those of you that were early adopters, early watchers of me, back 100 days ago. Oh, that's great, Adele. That's great. Yes, so I'm using the technology back that we used in the beginning, just my phone, versus the whole set that we have here with the computer and all the different stuff. But it is all good, and I'm glad that our connection is working. It's funny, you know, all the TV interviews are using Skype now as their connection. So when I'm doing a TV interview, they're Skyping me in. And that is how they are doing it. So, and I know that this has been choppy. It sounds better. Okay. That isn't going to impress my production crew that thinks that I am so fancy with the fancy lapel mics and everything else. Since this is just working off the phone mic, Kitty, but I'll take your word for it, and I'm glad that it is working well. Although I think the clip-on mic works better when I'm on a polo than when I'm on a what is this, a crew neck shirt? So I'll sound like I know something about fashion. And so I think the lapel mic works better on when I'm on a button down or on a polo, but that's neither here nor there. So I was talking about the PPP as I finish up before I run out of battery on my phone. Okay. And the PPP, it is a true demonstration of perseverance. Your guys' perseverance. You guys who tune into this every night. I love you. Love you. You guys are awesome. This is why I show up, because you show up. Okay? This is why I do it. So I was talking about the PPP. If you have not applied, you have 2 days. You have 2 days to get in on this. And possibly be eligible then for a second one. Okay? There is lots of talk about it. Okay? There's lots of talk about whether it should or shouldn't be a second one. Okay? They have extra money. There is people that are pro it, and that a second PPP should go to those smaller businesses, okay? And what they're viewing as smaller businesses is that businesses that got under $150,000 for a PPP should be eligible for a second one, is what this article is talking about. The detractors are saying, is that really saving small business? And, you know, it's saving countless businesses. It's helping people get to the other side of this. It's helping people survive. I can't stress enough how many businesses it's really helping survive. And that has been my message to the media. That has been my message to members of Congress. Okay, you can't look at the fraud. There is always fraud. Okay, in any government program there is fraud. Deal with that later. It is helping countless businesses. I am inviting people to our Main Street. I am inviting people on virtual tours of that. Okay, I am inviting them to meet the people of Main Street. I can introduce them to the mayor of Leominster. I can introduce them to our banker, our insurance agent, our window washer. Everybody that it is helping. All of our employees, our 30,000 consigners. It is helping people, okay, by having this in existence. And having another run of it when the future is uncertain is again helping us and helping small employers, which are the core of America, okay, that don't have access to capital markets, that don't have these things. And so that advocacy is continuing. That is the story that I am stressing as we move forward, as we continue to tell the story of what is happening on Main Street. Okay? Because if we don't tell that story, okay, they will write their own. The media will write their own story. Okay? So I am telling the story that, yes, while, you know, some businesses, while they were closed, those of us that got a PPP really early in the first round are a little bit miffed because of now the extension of time to spend it. The reality is that it is good for all that happened. Okay, it is good for all that the PPP happened. Even with all the changes, even with all its flaws, these are good things. And so the future is brighter because of it. And should they make a second round available to allow people to take a second PPP, to allow businesses in targeted industries such as retail to take a second PPP that have been forced closed, it will save countless businesses, which will then save countless others, okay, that are the periphery of it. So this is a good thing. It's not about the big guys. It's not about fitness tests. It's about helping everyone get to the other side of this. We're going to help it. This helps everybody get to the other side. So that is what I'm continuing to advocate for this week. That is what's happening. I'll keep you posted on that. I will absolutely post that from our friends at the National Retail Federation on how to de-escalate tense situations, because that was a great lesson. We got digressed on there a little bit on our military, on our Navy versus Marines versus Air Force, although I love the Air Force too, because that is how I saw the world by traveling and visiting my much older sister and her first husband who was in the Air Force. I got to see the world because of that, as the bratty little brother that came and spent summers visiting them. So I am blessed by that and blessed by our military that I got to see the world because of that. So it's an experience that I hold dear to this day and is quite the blessing. I appreciate all of you hanging in there tonight. All the resources that I talk about, everything that I post, goes here first. NART's private Facebook group is where you see everything first. First, number one, you, the members, get that first. But what we talk about, the things we do here, are too important not to share with everybody else, okay? We have to share it with everybody else, okay? And that's why it goes to narts.org/resalestrong, so we can share it with everybody in business, okay? Everybody in business deserves the resources we are sharing and putting out there, because we want to get everyone, butcher, baker, candlestick maker, to the other side of this, regardless of what they're doing. I was so excited today to show up in my feed one of the restaurants that I helped through a lot of this, and they're reopening this weekend, and that was just a great thing to see what they were offering, and they're in a small restaurant in a resort area, and it was just great to see them open the doors again. And so we're all doing that. We're all getting to the other side of this, and we're going to take all our friends, neighbors, associated small businesses with us to the other side. It's just too important, people. And that's why narts.org/resalestrong exists. If you have not done it already, register for the NARTS virtual conference. Only $199 for the first person. $199. The second one in your business, $99. $99. So $199 and $99 gets you registered, and gets you set up for conference. Plus, there is a drawing. If you have not registered yet, when you register, you get thrown into the drawing, okay? Where one of you, the early registrants, will get your $199 refunded. You gotta register. You can't win if you are not registered. So register. And it's going to be amazing, because it's all about resale reuniting and getting us to the other side. I will wish, thank you, Kelly. I will wish Cassandra and Nana a lovely evening. We start every night on here with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start. For those of you that were not here on whatever take we were able to read the Good Morning, Good Night book. I am too, Kitty. You know what? Maybe we can do in our conferencing, I have, and I know you all do too, pictures of various bus tours. We can start a whole album. Rather than a post, we can start a special album of past bus tours. We should be able to do that. I have a lot of that saved by bus tours, so I should be able to help with that. That I have, the anal accounting side of me has that all really well organized, so we should be able to put some of that together. That's a great idea, Kitty. But it's more than the stores that you visit on the bus tour. It's the people you sit with and talk with and recap with on the bus tours. But we can work on that. There's some stories about it in the upcoming newsletter. I like the story of when Chris left somebody behind and it wasn't me. But that's another story. You'll have to wait till the July newsletter. The July newsletter, it's in there. The Good Morning, Good Night book. Tonight we're on page 130. Good morning. Your very presence is intoxicating. Our good night tonight is good night. Your very absence is sobering. That is our good morning, good night for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I am here at more 8 than ish Eastern every night to bring you the latest in what's happening, to update you, to motivate you, to help you get to the other side of this. We are all going together. When you have a question that you don't know the answer to, just email me, Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com. Make sure you include your phone number so I can call you back. Whittling down my list. It's long, but I am whittling it down, people. I am getting there. I will be back here tomorrow night at more 8 than ish, and hopefully we'll get it in one take tomorrow night. Have a good evening, everybody. I am Neil Abramson. Till then, remember that more importantly than anything is that you and you, but most especially you, yes, I'm pointing at you up there in the back in the corner. You are not alone running this store. I'll see you tomorrow night, everybody.